Welcome to the Lava Lamp, and also welcome to 2025. We finally made it, everybody. It's your boy Mason Stevens here as one of your hosts.
It's the man Jay Brand.
And it's your man Ryan Motter. Tell us what's on your mind, and we'll tell you what's on ours.
Make sure you guys smash that like button if you guys enjoy the content, and also subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. That way you don't miss out on any future uploads on the Lava Lamp page. So we got a few things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, obviously, the OSU-Oregon game today. We got a few things that we want to discuss about the Luigi situation, and as well Travis Scott, Astroworld, demonic sacrifice, ? We're going to go over all that here. So we'll go ahead and let Jay Brand kick us off. What do you want to start with first?
I think Ohio State throwing that whooping.
Yeah.
I mean, that was – I don't think anybody said they could see that coming.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, to be fair, Oregon was ranked number 1 in the country. However, before the game, there was a couple of hosts, like TV, what do you want to call them, analysts or whatever for sports, that stated that they believed the Buckeyes would beat Oregon.
Yeah.
And because on pen and paper, the Buckeyes do have a better team. And if they play to their potential, look at what happens.
Yeah, true. Honestly, I think Oregon deserved that after what happened last time. They spit on one of the OSU players.
Oh yeah,
and caused a whole ruckus after that. So I think they got what they deserved.
And the only reason that they won was because they exploited the fucking system, basically. And afterwards, they made them change the rules.
Damn. Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was the ending score?
42-21.
42-21. Jeez. I mean, they were trying to make a little bit of a comeback towards the end there, but there was no hope after the second half or the second quarter, bro.
Really, the first quarter.
Yeah,
they slaughtered them from.
Yeah,
they were cooking.
With us being ranked, we were ranked 8, right? Or am I correct on that? We were ranked 8.
Yeah, we were the 8 seed.
So being ranked 8. And we win by 3 touchdowns against the quote-unquote number 1 team in the country. I think that speaks pretty highly about what the Buckeyes are capable of doing when they play to their potential.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of big plays, too.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just like driving up and down the field. It was like big hitters left and right. It was like the 95 Bulls out there, man.
It shows you what happens when you actually use your weapons.
Yep. Because
they used Jeremiah Smith. They got some of their other weapons involved, and look at what happened. Success. Like you mentioned, the Bulls. The Bulls, everybody wants to talk about Michael Jordan, but it wasn't just Michael Jordan. They wouldn't have been where they were if it wasn't for everybody else that helped along that way too, you know?
Needed a big worm.
Dennis.
Yeah, big worm.
You know what's funny about that, actually, that you brought up Dennis Rodman? I saw a video the other day where this kid was going to get, his jersey autographed or whatever. He goes up to Dennis Rodman and he goes, I want to be like you when I grow up. And Dennis Rodman goes, oh, Lord.
Don't be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, he's like, you don't want to do that, buddy.
Damn. Man, hold on. There we go. It's just that mic, man.
Well, I think it's like there's cords on it.
I know. That's what I was worried about earlier. Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's that cord right there. Yeah. Anyway, Oregon got what they deserved. Fuck those motherfuckers. OSU, go Bucks, OHIO, baby.
Bang, bang.
Back to the matter at hand. I guess we can go ahead and discuss. Do we have any updates? I know you wanted to mention a thing about Luigi Mangione.
Well, what I wanted to mention is that I'm tired of seeing these clips pop up about him wherever, and then everybody, it seems like, is defending him. And, I have to say this because I posted something on Facebook today where I mentioned that, everybody is saying that it's good he killed that CEO because the CEO apparently, according to them, single-handedly decided not to give these people access to health care that needed it. But do you really think that the CEO single-handedly made that decision? If he runs the company, right, he's got a chain of command, right? There's people that are underneath him that help run the company. I'm sure a lot of those people helped make that decision. And by killing him off, the next person in line is just going to become CEO who probably has the same ideology as the guy before him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of stupid that they do that. It's like if you went to McDonald's and your order's fucked up, you can't call the CEO and bitch him out and be like, hey, look what you did. It wasn't him. It was his fucking worker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the main guy.
And I mean, he's not even the first CEO of United Health.
Right.
So, like, those policies or whatever that have been, like, he didn't make those.
Right.
So what is killing him going to change?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you said, it's just going to put the next person in line into his position.
It's just like if Biden was to get killed, you know, Kamala would become president. You know what I mean? And
right.
Their ideology is pretty similar. Like it's not going to change anything. It's like same with like if something was to happen to Trump, Vance would become president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's just going to continue on with what Trump was wanting to do. So it's not like you're really going to achieve anything.
True. I see he tried to plead not guilty. That was on like the 23rd.
Yeah, he did.
On the 23rd of December. I mean, I was trying to see if there was any updates since the 23rd, and it's.
I mean,
it's saying that's the
I
last
think
day.
that him and Diddy probably both just deserve to be in the cell. And
Diddy.
You know, I think it would be funny if Luigi ends up with a cellmate named Mario.
Yeah, I mean that would just be the only way it should go. Or Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video earlier where
It turned into Peach.
It said Diddy and Luigi breaking out of prison together because apparently they're in the same cell or the same prison.
Oh, same prison.
Yeah, they're in the same prison.
That's
and
wild.
it was a video of Diddy Kong and Luigi and Mario Kart like drifting and shit.
They'd be drifting.
They see us rolling. They hating.
I think it's all still a distraction, too.
Yeah.
They just make things happen.
Well, you know what's weird about that?
That's what I'm
So
thinking.
I saw where Jay-Z apparently like paid off all of Luigi's like legal fees. And he said that like he was glad that this like happened because like this brought heat off of Jay-Z by this happening. Like
Maybe.
pretty fucked up, but it's like I mean it's kind of true, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you said, like the more they can distract you with something else, the less people are talking about the Diddy thing. The less people are talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce winning the Country Artist of the Year.
Yeah, no one saw that
Like,
coming.
that just praises her. Like, you know what I mean? That people aren't going to be talking bad about her if she's winning an award, you know? Like, that's like, they're trying to, like, protect her, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to keep Beyonce.
Bad. But no, kind of going back off like the Luigi thing, I think it's kind of maybe it's just a coincidence, but I mean, at the same time as like all this supposed UAP, UFO stuff is going on, I just feel like it's another thing for people, especially the media, to try to keep people's eyes on.
Definitely.
Instead of that.
I heard a spicy take is those drones are there looking for like nuclear devices.
I did hear about that as well.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Like our enemies.
They
already got past the gate because it was wide open.
They claim that like it's America's and they lost it or something. Or
How do you just lose something like that?
exactly.
You imagine that you got to go back to your, hey, I lost a nuclear device. Sorry. We'll get on it. We'll find it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's not something you lose.
I mean, I don't want to like set it in stone that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, it could be anything, dude.
True.
Really.
It could be a Gangnam style GIF on the other side on the box. Just whoop, whoop. It's not that nuclear device.
It's not nuclear device.
Whoop.
It's open Gangnam style.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Is that? Do you want to do anything on the Luigi anymore on that? Do you have any?
I mean, not really.
Some hot takes.
No, not really. I mean, I just think that it's ridiculous that people are truthfully defending this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I will say
he murdered a dude.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that. That's real too. He's
I think
a murderer.
it's also kind of ridiculous while we're on that a little bit because, in my opinion, like he killed one person. I do still think in a way that he probably does deserve the death penalty. But now that like Biden's like pardoned all these people that were on death row, like to not have the death penalty because he doesn't want the death penalty to be a thing.
Yeah.
The only 3 people that he left to still get killed was the Boston Massacre killer, some other dude that like shot up a church.
Damn.
And then some
Oh,
other
yeah.
guy that like killed a bunch of black people.
I
like
did
it was
hear
like
about that.
racially motivated crime. Like he let those 3 people stay on
Death row.
Death row.
Unaliving.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I think it's something that kind of got glanced over that I thought was just wild to me was the Travis Scott event at Astro World.
Well, like a few years back,
That was like 2 years maybe at max.
where people died there and
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah,
just started
and he was like
dying,
raising his like
convulsing, and it
his
like
mic
was,
and
it was real
I mean,
demonic looking.
When that first happened, people were thinking that's what was like.
You
A
could
lot
hear
of
people
videos were coming out
screaming.
about that.
It looked real weird. I'll say that. I mean, it's probably the worst optics you could have. I mean, now granted, drug culture is real too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's just part of it's like a small part of a bigger system.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, like it's not like Travis Scott is the Antichrist or anything.
no,
He's
I don't.
just
I don't think it's that far, but it's like there was a lot of things that aligned.
Yeah.
That just maybe it's the weirdest timing, but sometimes I've learned like timing is always like intentional.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it could be a distraction.
Yeah,
too,
he was like
you know what I
singing.
mean?
He was like singing like some auto-tune weird
And
melodies
yeah,
and
it had,
shit
like,
while it was going on.
A portal that like opened up during that time on like
Right.
the like video in the
Oh, that's
background.
right. I
Yeah,
forgot
so
about
it was
that.
like people argued that he like summoned this portal or something wild.
Right.
well, it's
Some
crazy
type of,
that
like,
you
evil
brought up
energy.
too, like the Antichrist, because there's like there is talk that like there is more than one possibly Antichrist, like over time, like over the period of like the whole world, like
Yeah.
I guess like the span of time.
Yeah.
And personally, I think that Hitler could have been an Antichrist if you really think about it. I mean, this guy basically committed mass genocide. And
Do you think there's multiple Antichrists that come through in different generations?
that's what I'm
Do they
saying.
ever,
Okay.
does the one ever go away? That's
like
a question
reincarnate,
that
because
might
if
be
reincarnation
I
is
see what
real,
you
then it
mean,
would be
yeah.
the same individual just reincarnated,
different,
right?
yeah, in a
Damn.
different era and time.
Right.
That's a pretty crazy
You
take,
just,
bro.
you just got deep in the lamp right now.
Damn.
Getting deep with it.
Speaking of lamps, let's go ahead and shout out our second lamp that we've added to our collection here. I thought it was a pretty cool one Jay Brand brought in.
little black on red,
Yeah, I've never seen one like that where it's
Me
like
neither.
the black.
the red chrome on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of, you guys remember the movie The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You remember
Yeah.
when he's like in that room and he's getting like shot with those black things and they're like
Oh,
sticking
yeah,
him?
Yeah.
It looks like that, bro.
Yeah.
It's like some oil balls or
Looks like
something.
some
Tell you what, though.
ferro fluid.
And while Sava brought that up about the new lava lamp, we also want to just take a second. As we're starting off the new year, we are now in a new location.
Yeah.
As most of you probably can
We in the Lava Labs.
see. We are now in the official Lava Labs warehouse. And we are planning to take over 2025 with a bang. So
Bam.
Let's go ahead and cheers to that, boys.
Happy New Year.
Yep. We made it.
Yep.
For everyone that's with
Everybody
us.
that's with us.
Welcome to 2025.
Everybody that's not, rest in peace.
rest in
Yep,
peace.
Exactly.
We did lose some legends in 2024, man. We can't forget. Special shout out. We shouted them out before, but man, we lost Pete Rose.
Ooh, that was a big one.
A boy from Piqua, Greg Reyes.
Mm.
I'm trying to think, celebrity wise, who else did we lose in 2024?
Liam Payne.
Liam Payne.
Ooh, he's a good one.
That's an interesting story about him, man. That's real sad.
Yeah, that was sad.
Honestly, dude.
3 people
kinda
got charged
fishy,
though,
too.
with that.
Definitely
I
kind
think
of
like
fishy.
3 people were charged in his death because of it.
5 people
5
charged
people.
in his death. Friend and
There was an
hotel workers accused of
ESPN
negligence.
Damn.
ESPN sports announcer that passed away a couple days ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, big.
I forget
time.
his name. Yeah.
It's always the voice you remember.
Right,
on a lot of
right.
Those guys.
That's crazy, dude.
But yeah, I mean the Travis Scott thing, like it could have just been like the weird occurrence of everything, but it just looks so wrong. Like when you started seeing shit go down and when people were starting to die and like faint and
there's a
just
lot
was
of
weird.
There's a lot of different like conspiracies when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like you have the 27 Club
Yeah.
Like you got people that die in threes, like celebrity
Yes,
wise.
that is
like
weird,
that.
bro. And it's weird that you say that about like the threes and like the significance of that. There's definitely significance with certain numbers. Like 7 has a big significance. I mean, you look at it, there's 7 continents. There was 7 wonders of the world. There is 7 days of the week. It's kind of crazy, man.
To build off on the 7 thing that you were talking about, Cat Williams on his podcast with Joe Rogan, he said that he lives his life in 7-year increments. And it's like every 7 years he's starting a new life, so he has to like retool himself, re-energize himself.
That's interesting that you say that, because this is going to be like kind of silly to say, but when I was growing up, my dad taught me that like your taste buds change every 7 years too. Like biologically, dude. You know what I'm saying? Biologically, dude. You just get right back into it. Anyway, we were talking about like demonic, the Travis Scott thing. I was gonna say on top of that, I mean, that was just one of many events that is used as like, something ritualistic like that, if that makes sense.
The classic
distraction. I've been seeing shit about this type of stuff since I was in like 8th grade, dude. So like it's nothing new. You know what I mean?
It's the Balenciaga. That whole thing is like, it's a phrase that you can break down that's like kind of demonic in itself. There was like a toy line that they had that's literally like a doll's clothing for like a little kid, and it like literally looks like bondage clothing for one, and it has like a link that takes you to like an actual demonic thing.
Yeah, I did hear about that. That was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah,
not too long ago.
It was like who has money to buy a kid's Balenciaga upgrade for a teddy bear?
Right.
That's a different level of rich in itself, man. But
damn,
I mean, it's all out there. Didn't you have something about the DC comics? Oh
yeah. Well, this one is kind of weird. But apparently, according to this YouTuber that I watch, DC Comics apparently signed off on a Harley Quinn comic. It's a Harley Quinn fart comic. And apparently, this comic has got scratch and sniff on it.
What the fuck?
Who the fuck is buying that, bro?
Like, that's some creepers right there, dude.
That's some weird shit, dude. And DC really signed off on it and said, "Yep, we're making that."
Because they dirty cut DC.
That's crazy.
Dirty cut. That's DC dirty cut.
I mean, I get the whole scratch and sniff, but the farts though, that's crazy. They better smell good. That's all I'm gonna say.
They trying to see where they come from.
They better smell good. They better not be no. Wild. They better not be no stank thing.
You just signed up for a whole nother podcast.
That's honestly, literally though. That's honestly
like. It'd be funny as fuck for the scratch and sniff if they just took dog shit and just took a little bit of it and scraped it onto the fucking scratch and sniff.
Hell no.
That's like some weird kinky shit, bro. What the fuck? Like,
yeah, poo play.
Who the hell? Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Poo play.
That's crazy.
Poo play, sir.
Poo play.
Michael Poo play?
Yeah. My love, why don't we go back to my place with some poo play? Said no one.
Said no one
Hopefully.
ever.
Shout out to DC, bro.
Hey, fortune favors the bold.
I guess. I mean, that's weird.
Or the kinky.
I mean, honestly, the way that shit's going with LGBTQ and shit like that, I honestly am not surprised.
Yeah, honestly, man, it's crazy.
Not surprised.
It's all wrapped in.
That's some like that's some weird shit, dude. Why would you put that in a kid's comic? Where they're sniffing farts, bro.
Yeah, that's actually the point that got missed entirely. Is like kids are watching comic stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a weird fart fetish comic.
Yeah. So like, they had
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet Riz.
Skibbity toilet fart. The Harley Quinn.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you mentioned that because that's the generation, man. This generation is this skibbity toilet generation.
It's not Harley Quinn, it's Fartley Quinn.
Fartley Quinn. I'm picturing like a a picture of Harley Quinn like jumping or something, and she's just
and then
like
you just see a
blowing
fart cloud.
Yeah, dude. She's just blowing this fart cloud. It says scratch here. She's just like.
Insert fart sound.
And the Joker's just in the background going, ha ha ha.
So what do we rate this like decision that they made?
This idea?
Yeah, what do we rate it?
I think it's a 1.
How many
2.
How many signet coins does this? How many signet coins is this worth?
Well, that's the problem is that, you'd have to ask yourself from a marketing standpoint, is this profitable? And for somebody there decided it would be. And what's sad is that there are going to be people that buy that comic.
I mean,
people probably sell a lot.
People buy $500 jars of bath water and farts. Yeah, dude.
She was making 6 figures a year. The one fart. She said she had to stop though because her diet was getting so weird because she was like making her farts raunchier. It was like a higher end fart jar.
Oh my god!
I'd like to I ain't been eating nothing but beans and eggs, buddy.
Wow. Here, let's actually look at who is that.
Yeah, there was one. It was definitely a chick, obviously.
Wasn't it Bella Delphine? Is she the one that did the bath water
know the
or something?
name, dog?
No, I'm talking about the bath water chick. Because I remember the YouTuber that talked about it.
TikToker.
All right, everybody breathe.
Hey, Sava tuna.
I'm a big boy.
I made $200K selling farts in a jar.
Bro.
That's ridiculous.
I build cars. You didn't make a fraction of that. That's fucked up.
Oh my god, it's not telling me who. I have to find the description. I don't want
to really think about that.
Imagine she put all that in Bitcoin too.
Which is like that's how messed up everything is now. Like, I build a car. Everybody needs a car. She sells farts in a jar.
Well, think about
name is Stephanie. I don't know. Who
think about teachers that teach the youth, and then like athletes, they get paid fucking $100 million to throw a football on Sundays.
Right?
True. Yeah, that's right on point.
I mean, like that money could go somewhere else, but
since we always go to better use, seems like.
Yeah, but since we live in a private ownership like country, I mean, NFL is a private company that makes their own money. I'm sure they do stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like at least any
like
CEO
Make-A-Wish
or something. Yeah,
all
you know
that,
what I mean? I'm sure
like
they do something, but still, it is crazy how unbalanced the distribution is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
this motherfucker makes cars. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not even that. Like, she's making more than a dude who builds like a bridge.
Yeah, exactly. Like
or builds the school for the teachers to be in. Like that builds the roads you travel every day. I mean, that doesn't seem proportionate at all.
But I mean, it just goes to show
that people will buy anything.
How many people are out there that will do that shit, dude?
That will pay for it. Literally buy anything.
That's crazy.
The freaks come out at night.
I mean, like 8 billion people, you're bound to come across a few weirdos, but I didn't think it would be that many.
I think it's well over 8 billion now, isn't it?
Current population?
Is it like 11 billion?
There's no way, dude.
I think so. I could be wrong.
I have to be completely outdated if that's the case.
Current world estimated population. We're doing a world census right here on the Lava Lab, so we need those statistics right now.
2025
8.2 billion.
Oh, damn, he called it, dude. Fact check, correction.
That's as of the November 15th, 2022, it says.
Yeah, I mean, we better not have gained 3 billion people.
That was that fact check correction.
According to Worldometer.
Technical difficulties
Worldometer.
I think my mic squeaked.
We're just stocking up inventory real quick.
Yeah. Sorry, lad. Stand by.
We're just stocking up our inventory. So we can sell it later.
So 8.2 billion.
Yep, 8.2 billion as according to Worldometer.
I like my chances.
So it's saying that it officially reached 8 billion as of November 15th, 2022.
Dang.
World's population is expected to reach 9 billion by 2037 and 10 billion by 2060.
I was only off by 3 billion.
Just a little bit.
So
it's not that bad.
It's not much.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. Shouts out. Shouts out Jay Brown. He's
Shout
close.
Yeah, shout out. Only 3 billion.
Yeah.
It counts, right?
Basically. I mean,
I'm close enough.
When you're talking about those
Can
kind
I
of
round
numbers,
up?
It's kind of like just starting from 1, 2, 3 again.
Yeah.
At that point, when you get back to the
I could round down.
I mean,
I could round down. Like 3 billion round down, and that's mathematical.
No, I was like,
I agree with that, though.
He got a calculator with it.
no, I'm just saying, like, when you're at that level, that when it's at that point, you're like,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, that's a big difference.
I had a
oh, I
comment.
know. For us, it is.
That's
For us,
like
it
a
is.
universal difference.
For us, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a comment, but I don't know if I should say it. But at the same time, like, the only reason that I don't agree with that is that if you put that into the proportion of if you talk about people that got killed, you know what I mean? You're talking about, well 3 million, you're off by 3 billion people. You know what I mean? That's a lot that you're off by, buddy. You know, like if you're talking about percent, you just missed the charts, buddy.
Missed it.
Facts. No, that's
Fact
facts.
check correction.
Yeah. Dude, ABC.
Watch your ass, dude.
T-Fist.
So, I know it's still updating and we don't have all the information, but there was I'm going to call it a terrorist attack.
Yeah, I actually was
in New Orleans.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty way to start the new year.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah. New Orleans guy runs through a group of people, kills at least 10, 35 injured. I don't know, man. It says it's from a dude who had an ISIS flag, but like I honestly don't even really like. It's gonna be a hot take, but I don't even think the war with Afghanistan and shit shouldn't have happened at all. Like I think that is a ploy for the U.S. to invade those countries, because I've seen a lot of videos where they talk about like the seven countries to invade, like, and all the steps to do it and shit back in like the early 2000s and 90s and shit, bro. Like right before 9/11. They literally said one of the first ones was find a reason to blame them.
The fighting in the Middle East,
steps.
though, has been happening since like biblical times, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like the U.S. just like started it. You know what I mean? Like that's been going on.
My take on it is I saw, and this is still unconfirmed or confirmed, but the city of New Orleans, anytime they have major activities, they have like those metal poles that come up to like prevent traffic from getting through certain areas.
Okay.
And they were down, and that's how the dude's truck got through. So it's like,
well, you know, I was gonna say,
you don't
too,
think that's just weird? Like, why wouldn't that always be in place? Like, even for accidental, someone going the wrong way, you name it, like it just blocks off traffic. That's what those are there for, and they weren't being used.
Why was it down in the first place?
And then it's like it's an invulnerability that wasn't needed to be there.
You know, I think too that with the type of technology that we have available now, they do need to make something like they could even be sensors, right?
Yeah.
That would sense if something like a car or something that shouldn't be coming towards a group of people starts to enter a vicinity, that at that point, you know, something is on it right away. Like eventually they'll have drones that can do that or something, but you know, like that, or they even like could create fences for events like that have spikes that would, if somebody tried to run into the fence, you know what I mean, they're going to get fucked up, or their car's going to get fucked up at least, because the tires would have to roll over those spikes, and then at that point they can't keep moving.
Go medieval on their ass.
They definitely should come up with solutions to prevent things like this from happening. With the type of money that they make, supposedly, you know, and we're in 2024. We've seen events like this happen before. It's not like this is the first time that somebody's drove a car through a crowd of people.
Or you got the Boston Marathon. You know what I mean?
Right. Same people, yeah.
type shit.
Same situation where it's an act of
terrorism.
Yeah.
I just found this article that was updated like 45 minutes ago. The death count has been updated to 15 with 30 injured. So instead of 1035, it's now 1530.
Dang.
Yeah.
Rest
and
in
you know,
peace.
I have to say this too because I saw that where it says like the FBI is investigating it to see if it actually is a terrorist attack.
Right.
Yeah.
But even if it's not a terrorist from ISIS that did it, when you do something like that, that's still a terrorist attack. That's an act of terror. You know what I mean?
Like,
regardless
even if you were
the
born
guy,
here.
even if you're from America and you do that, you're deliberately attacking U.S. citizens. At that point, you have switched, and you're a terrorist at that point.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you weren't going after a specific person. You were just taking out people.
You shouldn't be treated with the same respect that we would because of what your actions are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that. Actual factual.
Yeah. Actual factual. I mean, it's the weird segue to this is there's an old phrase that's one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of speaks to what you were talking about with the guy who created the killdozer.
Mm.
And it's like they kind of forced that man to not have an option. You know what I mean? He ran like I think it was a salvage yard or like a junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
And the city had people come like buy all the land out around him to where he didn't even have a road to leave his property. So they like screwed this guy over to like force him to sell his land. And when he wouldn't, they built around him and he like lost his ass because no one could come to his business anymore.
Yeah.
And he built this gigantic like tank out of a bulldozer that people have coined that like killdozer. And he went on a rampage.
What the hell?
And cement all around it. That way, if people tried to shoot at him, it would hit the cement and he would be safe,
Metal
basically.
plates.
Damn. That's crazy. What the hell?
And he basically he unalived himself because like they couldn't get to him.
I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, it's referred to as the killdozer.
Killdozer.
The unalived dozer.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say this too. Like, with all these people that are doing this stupid shit, that like these stupid acts, like, you know, nowadays there's so much shit out there that if you realistically have something wrong with you to that point that you are thinking about committing acts like that, there's so many things you could do to distract yourself to not do shit like that. I mean, there's a bajillion video games out there in the world that you could sink your teeth into.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
That's a good point where you can get out like your frustrations or just
right.
like kill your time in a better way than being
in
a
a
psychopath.
more productive way than doing something like that, or turn into drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's definitely alternatives of things you can do, and then on like the more brighter productive side, there's productive things you can do. You know what I mean? Like clean your room, or like go for a walk, work on something like music or photography. So, you know what I mean? Something productive to sink your teeth into rather than these dark thoughts these people choose to go to.
So I just looked it up, and luckily no one else was killed in the incident. Says town announced plans to scrap his bulldozer. Plan involved dispersing individual pieces. Although no other than Mayor was killed in the incident. The modified,
Talking about the killdozer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bulldozer was occasionally referred to as the killdozer. Yeah, so it says no one else died.
Yeah, he took his own life.
So that's
he
good.
just like destroyed all their stuff they had built.
Oh, okay, so no one was in the building.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
See, when y'all were saying that, I was like, bro, this dude's
No,
crazy.
yeah, I guess Rampage is kind of accurate, but not like he didn't go like on a murdering.
I see what you
rampage.
mean.
He's like on a destructive of property rampage.
But there was a guy like a year or two ago, I remember, that ran through a crowd of people.
I mean, that's
Remember
happened
that?
multiple times for
Right.
sure. Even
was
on
like during
highways with
COVID.
protesters, you name it.
It was during COVID because remember he like his like trial, like he had like the mask on and like he was like a weird looking dude, kind of like we could pull it up after this, but I do remember that it was during COVID.
I mean, a lot of shit happened. You had the riots that happened during COVID. That was insane, dude.
It's a
Like
tough time.
Can we talk about that for a second, actually? Because I mean, that's actually insane, bro. Why did we let that happen to this country over what, like, completely just demolishing cities that took decades to build and shit, like
burning down people's jobs, houses.
Crazy, bro.
Well, you think about it too, like because of like the shit that they were able to get away with. I feel like that's too kind of why like San Francisco is as bad as it is now. You know, like the car break-ins are ridiculous there. Like
lawless.
People just be smashing windows and taking shit. It like happens constantly every day in San Francisco, and they can't do anything about it.
You can legally steal up to $1,000
Yep.
worth of
They
stuff.
they changed the law finally, and people are getting arrested left and right. Lo and behold,
in Chicago,
it became a problem. Well, in Cali, in certain counties, they changed it finally because you can vote on a county by county basis.
This might be kind of a hot take, or like could get me like, you know what I mean? Like people looking at me, but Chicago is a bit crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous how much crime goes on there.
Chi-town.
That people get away with, and the gun violence. Apparently, it's like supposedly you're not supposed to have guns in Chicago, but
it's the strictest gun laws in the nation.
Yeah, but they have like the most crime rate with guns in America.
It's because it's not going to stop criminals from getting guns.
It's like every, I don't know the increment, it's either seconds or minutes, but it's like every 18 minutes someone gets shot.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's pretty wild. Granted, there's like so many people now on the earth, but it's like, so a lot of those statistics you could pull up, and like there's people that are dying by.
When did that start happening? Like, when did it become such a bad, like, crime?
It has something to do with, like, gang violence for sure, because
I went there, like, when I was a kid to visit at the time, it was called the Sears Tower.
That's probably a nice
there
area.
when I was younger, too.
They probably weren't taking kids to the trap.
No, it was the Sears Tower, like the Willis Tower.
Yeah.
I remember I went when I was younger, too. My sister used to live in Chicago. I don't know exactly where at, but we had visited her, and we stayed at her, like, apartment, and I remember like trying to fall asleep one night while we were there, and like the window was kind of cracked open, and it like led out to like the Chicago like streets, and I could just hear like constantly just people like talking, walking around. Like it was hard to fall asleep, but it was kind of cool. Like it made me feel, because I was a kid, it was like, man, that's the city life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like my first time like as a kid. Like, damn, that's what it's like.
Shit. I mean, hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold. Watch your football head.
Yeah, I mean, I moved out to the big city when I was 19, like 2 hours away from home, basically. Pretty scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty scary.
Homegrown.
Pretty scary, like, step that I took at that age, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that young.
Yeah.
Especially where he was at. He was on O Block.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was refugee Chatterton, if you know where that's at.
Okay, I know about it.
You know what
I know about it.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
I know about it.
He said, I'm going to be a refugee.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
like a refugee.
It was interesting, that's for sure.
Well, sometimes you got to learn too. You know what I mean? Those places and spaces that might not be the safest.
Oh, dude, but
teach you your lessons.
Oh, dude, but I mean, like, I was cool with everybody, bro.
Yeah,
that's what was awesome
the key.
about it.
That's the lesson.
Like, everyone fucked with me. I had no problems with anybody. I always like make sure to stay out of shit, dude.
Real recognize real. If you're not trying to start no problems,
Exactly.
people that usually are chill.
Yeah,
you know, like you just always gotta be smart. Your head gotta be on a swivel. It's not the suburbs.
Yep.
But I've always learned in my time, if you're just real, be yourself, and you're just kind to people, people ain't gonna really mess with you, because like that, you don't want that negative energy in your life to begin with. If a dude's being chill,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like me being oblivious to the world around me, because I'm like from a small town, just like us. You know what I'm saying? That was like the first time I really like branched out from my small town. So I feel like me being, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess unknowing of everything, just kind of coming in blind. I feel like that kind of helped me too, because I'm just like, oh, hey, wow, hello. Like, I'm just nice and shit. You know what I mean?
Genuine.
Yeah.
You're just having genuine experiences.
Yeah.
You didn't have a preconceived notion of the environment you were moving in. You just treated people how they treated you.
Well, you know, they say that
True.
in your lifetime that like there's like a high % chance that you'll encounter somebody that's like a killer.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So like you could have potentially at that point in your life, you could have met somebody there that was
everybody knows a guy.
Let me tell you about something, bro. Me and Liv went to Scully's one time and met this guy in the back, like it's outside the back patio basically. And we met this dude, and he's just casually, he at first we were like, oh, this dude's real cool. Like he's real nice, he's real cool, whatever. Like he invited us to come and with him and shit. But we were just talking, and he just casually brings up the fact that he just got out of prison because he set his girlfriend on fire. Yeah, and we're just like, oh, that's great.
Whoa. How
long ago was that? You know what I mean? Like, bro, it was really weird.
We've all been there.
And before he said that, I would have had no idea. Dude, yeah, bro. And he also had a tattoo of like his uncle's name or something on his body.
Sketch right there, bro.
He had a tattoo of his uncle who got murdered, apparently.
Yeah, he's a walking red flag to me.
Yeah, dude, it was me and Liv. We were like, oh, well, it's nice talking to y'all.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having us. We gotta do the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing now.
That one thing.
Yeah, my mom's texting me. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Yeah. Smoke bomb.
But yeah. I mean, going off of what you said, like, you never know who you're going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
who you're entertaining.
Could be someone completely off the walls and they're just hiding it.
Yep. Or you could inadvertently brush shoulders with somebody who's like way in high society and you never know it.
Yeah.
Because they're Adam Sandler type or something, and they're down to earth. And I talked to a guy at a bar many years ago, and we had this really cool, like, deep, lengthy conversation about life. And he ended up like owning crazy businesses, being worth millions of dollars. And it was like, I'd never had met a more down to earth guy who got life, understood life, was cool. And it was like, I wish I could have worked for the dude, but he was an out of towner. And I mean, I didn't know it until like somebody else was like, oh, do you know Kyle or whatever his name was? And I was like, no, it's just the guy at the bar. And they were like, oh, he's worth like $15 million. He owns, it was like a remodeling company for houses or something. So it's like that's big money. That's
pretty crazy.
But he was like the coolest, most like was buying drinks, was just like, what are you drinking? Was cool, nice, and just very generous man and down to earth, and gave me advice on life and shit. Like he was just a good person.
That's what's up, dude.
You never know who you're entertaining.
Not everyone that's rich is a dickhead.
No. Sometimes they made it because they worked hard and they actually have brought people up around them.
Yep.
Some people don't forget where they came from.
True that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a big part right there.
That's a good way to put it.
Straight up.
Shouts out to Dolla.
Yeah, straight up.
Some people just don't forget where they came from. No, that's big true, though. That's big true.
Big fact.
It's hard to do that, but it's big true. There's definitely a lot more people that do forget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least it feels like it.
Feeling like it.
Yeah, feel like it, buddy.
With the buddy. What's your favorite, like, breakfast? What would be your go-to? Like, if you had to have your best all-around breakfast.
Breakfast.
Two Belgian waffles. Buttered. Syrup. Maple. Got some sausage. Little sausage patties, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Over easy. Egg.
And egg?
Chilling.
Just to top it off?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of eggs, so I don't eat too many eggs. So
okay.
I can do one over easy though.
What you got, Dolla?
Whatever I'm feeling, but I tell you, go to Waffle House, man. They got the all-star breakfast. Let me tell you, you get some hash browns, get some white toast, get you a blueberry waffle, get you some scrambled eggs. Then you take them eggs, take some hash browns, put it on the toast, make a little sandwich, and then you good to go.
Sandwich.
I would say I will say I'll also like add protein to the waffles too, especially if you make your own. Like add a little bit of protein powder to the waffle.
I'll put a little protein in there for you. Oh my god. For me, I gotta go with give me like all the bacon, like cook a pound of it. Just give it to me. No one else gets any. Okay. Give me like 6 eggs over easy. And then a gigantic plate of like biscuits and gravy, and like I'm gonna just put it all in it and eat it.
I want to really try to
smash with the yolk busting in it and all that going hard, and some hash browns too, because that's good.
I feel like because
crunch.
I don't,
you need some crunch.
You need a little texture.
I want to be able to eat that much, dude, because I cannot eat a lot. But I feel like it's because I don't really like exercise or anything. I really do want to get into doing that.
I can eat that till I breathe hard.
I'm trying to
breathe hard. Oh, man.
You know, I be getting a medium pizza sometimes from like Marco's or something, and I be eating that whole bitch.
Yep. Fold it in half, eating it out the back.
I be eating that whole bitch.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. The great cunnilingue. The great cunnilingue eating that pizza whole out the back.
I know. Liv will, whenever we get Donato's, Liv will be like, I'm going to get this. Do you want to get a personal or like a personal pizza? I'm like,
no.
A personal pizza? Yeah. Get me a medium. What are you talking about?
I won't eat a whole pizza. That's a serving.
Yeah.
That's why it's in a circle.
Exactly.
Yeah, the doctor said I was in good shape. He said I was round.
It brings you back full circle, buddy.
Yeah. Brings you back to it, buddy.
Buddy.
I mean, you got to just be happy and enjoy your life. You really do. It's like it could end tomorrow. It could be way worse. It's cold as fuck. You could be living on the street.
Yeah.
Like, we got to just be grateful. We bringing in this new year with
Amen.
Breath in our lungs.
Mm-hmm.
With new opportunities. Whole team's here. Whole team's doing good. Whole team's alive.
Yes, sir. That's factual, actual.
I mean, you got to be grateful for the things you have, because, I mean, it could get way worse for people in an instant. It could change in an instant.
You could change it in an instant.
Kind of like that pigment.
Yeah.
Kind of like the pigment kid.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta just really sit back sometimes and appreciate that the version of you a year or two ago would have, tugged a dude down the steps and took him out to be where you're at now.
Yeah.
You really have to sit back and put it like that in perspective sometimes, that you would kill to be where you were 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
To be here right now, To
kind of go off of that, I think for all of us, I think we should really learn to acknowledge and appreciate the little things that we've done,
blessings.
Individually. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of work, because I mean, we just got this whole studio set up, and the amount of work that it takes just to do something like this, the sacrifices that get made,
huge. With Lava Labs now, the creation, getting the business started, it's also huge. Like we've done some big things in 2024. We got the Lava Lamp podcast started.
Mm-hmm.
We got, like I stated, the business started now, and Death Note just dropped on SoundCloud.
Shouts out Death Note.
Shouts out Death Note. Go run that up, and show us some love.
Run it up. Hit that link.
Tell us what you think about it.
Hit that link like Zelda.
Hit
that link like Zelda.
News said I was dead. Check again. That's a misprint.
Hit that link like Zelda. See what I'm saying? Is she the princess?
I think I might be.
Because she the princess. Yeah.
She the princess.
I think I might be Kira with the nasty hook.
Anybody got any bold 2025 predictions?
We did go over a few last time on the last episode.
You got some spice?
We did. I mean, I personally said that one of my predictions on the last episode was that the government's gonna admit that there are aliens, or that's the truth that they're going to admit. And that's not necessarily that it's the actual truth, but that's what they're going to admit, is that they've been in contact with aliens.
I think that the aliens could possibly be like the Nephilim type, you know what I mean? Like those kind of creatures. Very well.
The Nephilim.
And
Nephilim.
I think that it's very possible that we could see, if not the return of Jesus, we could see something very similar, like the start of the tribulation period or something happen in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, that was on cue.
It's not really picking it up. It's okay. The air just kicked on.
The Lord said,
the Lord
let
said,
it breathe.
He said, let the Nephilim come.
Oh, they're going to come.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to come. I'm going to come.
That was the problem, is they did, and then they made all these demigods and these other creatures. And that's why God said, great flood.
He said, on Gorsh.
He said, on Gorsh, I got to flood them out.
On Gorsh. Speaking of a flood, how many days has it been going on, that Russia-Ukraine war?
I think about 1,042 now.
That was supposed to be done in like a couple days, old dude said, from Russia. Putin.
Yeah, how's it gonna end though?
That's the point that we're gonna have to really tune in to find out.
I mean, we'll definitely keep you updated on how they decide to end it, but
I mean, if Trump comes in and can convince Putin to back off, then that would probably be the most peaceful option that we could hope for. If not, then we could very well be seeing World War III right around the corner.
That ain't good.
How do you feel that we've been funding it for the past 2 years?
Oh, we spending mad money.
Mad money that we don't have since we're in trillions of dollars of debt to China.
Owing that money to everybody, but we funding wars that we ain't in.
Literally.
That we supposedly aren't in, but
right.
I mean, we've supported them. If we're supporting them, we're basically in the war.
Exactly.
True.
You know what I mean? Like if I was attacking the U.S. and I know that Canada, just as an example, is supplying the U.S. supplies, and at that point you're on my shit list too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, Putin has threatened America if you interfered.
Right.
There will be consequences.
Yeah, they're gonna step in. Check us. That's what they say.
We're definitely in it. Definitely in it by
no doubt.
We better be in it to win it now with all that money.
Yeah, it's like some
guilty
by association shit.
That's like when them old folks at the casino, they just can't let it go. They got to keep max bet.
Yeah.
Max bet.
Mm-hmm. They lose their kids' inheritance on that last dragon machine. The shining dragon.
Isn't the dragon said one more?
Hey, but if you go at the right time, you could hit nice at one of those things, bro.
Don't go on New Year's.
All I would say, I don't try to support, let people know to go gambling. If you do gamble, go with a certain amount that you're willing to lose. That's all I'll say. That's the only thing I'll say. And once you hit that, you're out of there.
Have a plan.
If you're gonna gamble responsibly.
Because only you
can prevent gamble addiction.
Forest fires.
No, only you can prevent financial loss.
In a 90-degree dangle.
Dangle.
Oh, yeah. Man, anybody want to take a stab at who they think's going to win the national championship, college football?
I mean, do we want the biased opinion or do we want the statistical?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, bias is going to be O State.
You know what I'm saying? Like OH.
Yeah, I-O.
Yeah.
I think we still got a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I like a shot as anybody.
I mean, Oregon's 13-0. I will 13-1 now. Yeah. 13-1 now. No.
But now Oregon doesn't have a shot anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They
were one of the best teams. Is what I'm saying.
They were the best team, number one.
Exactly.
They got Sherlock.
They got Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
They said we got a
Penn State won the other day, so
they ain't played nobody 2 games in a row. Nah. Yeah, that ain't fair. How Penn State got their little cakewalk.
Yeah.
I mean, is what it is.
Hey, that was the first playoff game, right?
No, first playoff for Ohio State was versus Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Oh, was it week 2? Week 2.
Too.
I'm behind. I don't watch sports.
You way behind on that.
I'm way behind, dog.
He way
behind.
I blame Christmas.
Speaking of being behind, and speaking of being way back in the time machine, I'm gonna take us way back. So for Christmas, I ordered myself something. We're just gonna give a little shout out to it. Got this little device here. Y'all see this thing here? This thing is basically an emulator. It's got 5,500 pre-downloaded games from like PS1, PSP, Neo Geo, Sega. Kind of crazy, man.
Damn.
Street Fighter, Bloons Tower Defense, the old Spider-Man from PlayStation.
So basically what you're saying is those ads got your ass.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The reason I got this was because my stepbrother ordered one of these things for his kid for Christmas, and I saw the kid playing with it. I said, let me check that thing out. I checked it out, and I said, yeah, that's kind of cool, man.
So basically what you're saying is a kid sold you on that thing, dog.
You little kid.
No, what I'm saying is I saw it, I liked it, I bought it.
Like,
you said, I want it, I got it, I want it,
I got it. If I want it, then I get it. If I want it, then I get it. I change payment, comments in it, and I
like
do
it, and I bought it.
it.
I like it, and I bought it. I like it, bought it. I like it, and I bought it.
Yeah.
I like it, and I bought it, yo. Like I bought it, yo. So we're gonna do something new for you on the labs.
Got a little toy for you here.
Dripping. Be dripping. He getting that. He putting it in.
Yeah. Let me go on in and tell them what the fuck that we about to do. It's a new year, so you know I'm with the crew. And you know we reppin' the Lava Lamp podcast through the first episode of the new year in a new place. The new warehouse. Yeah, you know it's got this certain kind of taste and it looks so sweet. I'm about to go in, deja vu on my feet. I got the Jordans on, motherfuckers can't fuck with me. You know I'm seeing blondes, cause blondes is all I see. I'm trying to get it there, Taliban on me. That means I'm blowing up everything I see. Because I be the man, and you know that I be. I'm about to pass it on to J Brand B.
Hey, J Brand on the street, you know it's me, my team. We rapping every day like it's smooth like the cream. On the ice with the beam, 54 on my team. I rap it every day, you know I'm wappy whores on this Molly rock. Hit that shit, you know I flop. It's never on my hands, I keep it real, you know I get it flop. That flippy flop like flopper in the bands. I can keep it in my hands, cause you know I in the mans. Where the Sava at? Where the lava at? We in the lava labs, you know this lava stack. We on the drippy ice, with my favorite nice. With the lava lamp, red and white, you know I keep it tight. With the Sava. Where that Sava?
Yeah.
Where that Sava?
Look, flow so drippy. These motherfucking haters be tripping, thinking that we ain't gonna fucking do shit about what we doing right now. You got this shit like, bitch, what you wanna know? Everybody knows Sava got the flow. I don't really give a fuck what these bitches wanna try to tell me right now. It's welcome to the show. It's the Lava Lamp podcast. You know that we move fast. You know we just leave the past in the back, like, yeah. Put it on my fucking back, strapped up like backpacks. I don't give a fuck, you know I'm about to keep it on the top like snapbacks. What you know about the crew, yeah, we do it big. I don't give a fuck, got the beat looping up and shit, yeah. And I made it myself, I am on the top shelf. You might as well just call me a shot of Patron, yeah.
A shot of Patron, but wait a minute, bro, I might be a little whiskey kid, cause you know I'm about to get frisky with this shit on the beat. Motherfuckers couldn't handle it. I'm about to rep these fresh clothes, cause I'm getting it. I'm not no hand-me-down type of kid. I'm about to get it, cause you know that I'm with it. It's Dollar Signet the kid, and you know that he be changing payment. Back to patch it on the J Brand, so J Brand can get it. Go ahead and tell us what's on your mind, J Brand with it.
I'm from the streets, but come time I come from the farm. I keep it in my hand, warm like it's chicken parm. It's Italian for dinner, you know that it do no harm to arteries. I'm clogging up like collard greens, you know I'm keep it real. You know just how I feel. It's the kid, it's new deal. It's the new year, the 2025. We gon' keep it live. This the Lava Labs, you inside that HQ. What you gonna do when you pull through the Lava Labs? Team be looking cream on this whole Jew. though. I be rapping on this beat till I pass out. Some gonna come and get me. I'm about to pass out like whoa.
Let me try this.
Like whoa.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute, bro. I don't even know what's happening, like not at all. That shit going crazy, like crazy fucking mode. I'm about to get it, what you think about it? Yeah, I'm with the bros. This is the Lava Lamp Podcast. Fuck 2024, cause we in 2025 now, yo. Yeah, I said let's get it, because you know we with it. It's Sava, J Brand, and the boy Signet. I'm about to pass it on to Sava, so Sava can get it, cause Sava didn't get a chance to say what he was thinking, man. Like Taliban Kid when he's playing with the Talibans. I'm about to make money and stack it in my hands. I'm about to get this shit popping, yeah, you know what I'm saying. My bad, Sava, go ahead and tell him, man.
I'm just making that beat, motherfucker, in the streets. I don't really know what you, but you gon' tell about me. Might as well just run my own autobiography. Cause you know we bout to do this, it don't even matter. We just be killing it, you know that we just be grilling it. I don't really give a fuck every single time when we speaking all these facts, you know that we just be doing this. We the realest and shit, what the fuck you wanna know, we be grilling this shit. Might as well put the cheese, got the cheddar on the money, and you know that we just stacking this shit to the ceiling. I don't really give a fuck how the fuck you feeling, you know that we just be the realest. But you know I'm about to freestyle at the top, motherfucker out the dome. Probably sounds better in his mic, so I might as well just switch up the microphone. I don't really give a fuck, you know that I'm about to switch up on my flow. Bitch, what you wanna know, bitch, I just gotta go, bitch. I ain't talking about no Pokemon, we on a roll, bitch. I'm about to catch 'em all. I'm about to fucking do this shit like we gon' rip 'em off. But we really ain't, we be selling quality. I don't really give a fuck, but I just know I got my team right behind me, yeah. Pass it back to J Brand or maybe even Dolla. What the fuck you wanna fucking know? I'm about to show you now that we all just the ballers.
Like he said, we got that high quality. If you want it, I can get you a hoodie or a tee. It's on me, no it's not, it's on the team. I'm just playing, man. You gotta pay me some bucks for it's in your hands. But when you do pay me for that equation, we gon' make something so nice and smooth for you. I'm just saying, you gon' think that the quality was so nice made by Asian. You know what I'm saying? Dollar sign ain't playing.
We know persuasion on this nation. We captivating with these words that we be saying. It's the Lava Lamp. We in the podcast stamp. You seeing everything everywhere, you know we am. And that's the show. That's how we go. That's how that Lava Lamp know we gonna roll. On your team. On this scene. You know we smoking cream like that buttercream, yo. And we out.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
I know, right?
Dude.
No. Just wanted to show you a little loop action that we got going on over here. Probably can't hear me
Use
too
the
well
real
in
mic,
this.
dude.
So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over here to this microphone. But yeah, we had that little. You know, I forgot about the.
That drip was nice, bro.
That's fire, bro. What the fuck you doing over there? what you doing over there? What you doing over there, dude?
All right.
Don't jump in them space pants, dude. You gonna end up in Mars.
There we go.
Yo. I said, I'm eating the pussy like cervical cancer. You know I'm a buzz like ballers in a dancer. You know I'm gonna keep it like a free throw backhand. Keep it in the shit, you know I'm gonna backhand. Back it up like in a van, you gonna hit it. You gonna shit, you know I'm gonna spit it to J Brand. Going, you know that I'm with it. The Sava on the lava, he getting that. Spit it like what? What'd he do?
What I do?
That sounds like a, if you know how to do it with your mouth. Bust it out. Ooh. Oh.
I may not be able to do that with my mouth, but check out what Dolla can do with his mouth. I can sound like a horse when he's trotting. I'm not even playing around. Check this out. I go.
That's pretty fire.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Lava Lamp.
If we have anybody left.
If we have anybody left, make sure you guys smash that like button once again. We'll get back into our groove next week. We had a little hiccups, but you know what? You live and you learn. It is what it is. It don't really fucking matter, baby, because everything's temporary anyway. So fuck it. Have a great night. And again, happy 2025.
It's a lava lamp. Peace.
Peace.